Killers, your niggas some killers. We know we gon' die. This is like that. They're fan on my side, but my nigga them trailing and she don't wanna come around. She's scared of me. I'm high as fuck. Big Perk getting the best of me.
I'm about to send it to you now.
Ankle, fuck on the face, I'm trying to fuck up a makeup. And I want a nigga to try to take some broad day on my life. I'm a face. He try to run off, I'm a chaser. Hey, you want some bags, then order some. Back to the west and your daughter some. I still be in the streets like I'm poor some. I get rid of the beef on your boy, now nigga reach for this. She put a pipe on her tongue. Get it, this off. She ready to crank up. I don't give a fuck about some I'm so ready to crank up. I'm a crank up. She put a little joint on. Get it, this off. She ready to crank up. I don't give a fuck about some I'm so ready to crank up. She put the Hennessy. He wants to smoke with your key, nigga. Crank up.
Okay,
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Ready to get this shit started, ain't you?
Can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah, I can hear you. You ready to get this shit? You ready to get this shit popping?
Brian C is number one.
Yeah, okay, he number one.
Brian C is
number what's
one.
Up? What's up, Brian? Number one. That what's up? That what's up? That what's up? Are you ready to knock this on out the park, boy? One more time.
No rat calling.
I ain't even calling no rat. If you don't make me mad, I don't call no rat.
Say what?
If you don't make me mad, I don't call no rat. Going so used to call him a rat. He know that's his name, but I ain't gonna call him Jerry.
We're gonna call him Brian C.
What I'm gonna call him Jerry C.
We gonna call him Brian C. The Trump defender. You gonna call him
that would
defender.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's how you do it. That's how you shut that down.
Acknowledge nothing. Like really anything bad. I'm gonna call Brian the Trump defender because
that's a good one.
He won't acknowledge that Trump right now is sucking
and he know it. And a lot of Trump supporters know it. A lot of his supporters know he ain't shit. A lot of them know they
Queen is here.
Okay, hey, what's up?
The Queen
what's up, Latrice? See, I can see y'all now. Hey D, I don't know how you did it, but I can see some of the comments now. All right, 1, 2, 3. You ready? You ready?
Well, repeat that again.
Are you ready? I said, I don't know what you did, but I can read. I can see the comments now. I can
Queen of the
see on the other stream. That what's up, Latrice? What's up?
Good deal.
Yeah, I can see the name and I can read the comments. I don't know what you did to your stream, but I can kind of see now. Maybe the glasses. I don't know. But I can see now. I can see what they putting out now.
Close some stuff up.
You heard what I said?
Okay, I'm back.
I don't know what you did to your stream, but I can see the comments now.
Good evening, fellas. Oh, you can read it now. up so you can see it.
Yeah. That what's up. That's up, baby. Same to you. That what's
Oh,
up.
you can see it now?
Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Yeah, I can read the comments.
Oh, look, let me
see it.
Let me say this. Is that Matt is in here.
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, Matt? That what's up? Hey, say whatever you want to say.
Right,
there
right.
There it is.
Yeah, man.
There it go, right there.
Hey, man, I echo that sentiment, bro. I echo that sentiment, you know. But I got a new computer coming.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very cheap computer, and I think that's a big part of why I skipped. You see how I'm blinking out? This is an extremely cheap computer. I got a very expensive one coming. And
hey, hold on. Hey, you ready? Straw people out here with the straws?
We keep blinking in and out.
Really? I think these people out here bring the straws.
Yeah.
I think she telling them to put the straws out in front of the door.
Oh. Yeah, that's them. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So the deal came out the time you said that they were gonna come out around about 6 or 7. Okay, that was up. Oh, cause the storm. Hey, I pray for the people in St. Louis. I think St. Louis. I think Chicago. I think it's
trouble on here because my computer is so
Cleveland,
Ohio.
The storm is bad, so I pray for those people in the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, Tennessee, Memphis.
You, man.
So yeah, Brian, we're praying. Everybody, I heard a lot of people. I heard a lot of people got killed in the tornadoes.
I'm shutting down all of my extra Wi-Fi connections to try to see.
You heard me?
We both skipping real bad right now. You do?
Really?
You notice that?
Yeah, because you were coming in real slow. I was seeing the shout out. Yeah.
Right, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to talk about that. She's absolutely right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. Yep. Damn sure did. Yep. I was just talking about that with my brother earlier. Let me go ahead and get into it because we're going to go a little bit longer. We're going to try to do an hour and a half like we kind of promised, like we promised last week. So we're going to do an hour and a half today and an hour and a half tomorrow. If y'all got the time. I got so much content, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get started. Because I got a bunch of content.
You gonna send your prayer out? You gonna send your prayer out to those in that storm, dog? Brian was saying that his power was off.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to send my prayers out to those people. They said 25.
Yeah, people died. 20 people.
Yeah.
And I forgot Dark in Memphis. I mean, is in St. Louis too, right? Dark.
Yeah, he is. Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Brian, you saw that Sarah Huckabee was asking for FEMA help, and Brian Kemp here in Georgia was asking. So is this going to be interesting? Because let me talk about this. Since we talking about FEMA, hold on. First, I got to do the prayer. I got to do the shout out
to the
Almighty God first. But I would bless anyone who trusts in me. I will do good things for the person who depends on me. They would be like a tree planted near water. It sends out a stream. It is not afraid when heat comes. Its leaves are always green.
That's right.
It's a word when there is. Let me get that last part. It does not worry when there's no rain. It always bear fruit. And then the last thing I want to say is don't let evil overcome you. Overcome evil by doing
right.
good.
Amen. That's right. Amen. God is good.
Here we don't see a bunch of conspiracy weirdos on the net now that Trump's president facts. They've gone on a rock, man. Well, speaking of FEMA, since we already on that subject, let me talk about FEMA. I got so much content. Y'all gotta forgive me because I gotta scroll down. I got so much content.
Put it on out there, bro.
So much content.
Put it on out there. That's where they come from. That's why they coming in, because they want to hear.
It took me hours to get all this stuff lined up. Okay. Let me get to the whole FEMA thing. This we're talking about FEMA.
They come to hear the news.
Okay, where is it? Where is it? I got different folders lined up. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna pull this whole article up about FEMA. Since we're talking about FEMA. Where is that damn article? Come on, I know I got it in here. Okay, hold on. I think I found it. Okay, here it is. Yeah. So, did you see this? Thank you, Latrice. Thank you. I may not be religious, but the idea of Jesus I respect. Principle. We love wing Jesus. Right, Matt. Right. It says FEMA isn't ready for disaster seasons. Workers say because Elon and Doge went in there and made all those cuts, they're not ready for hurricane season. They're not ready for hurricane season. So this is not a good thing. And then this guy here, he's the director. He spoke out about all the cuts they're making to FEMA, and Trump fired him.
Oh, really?
For telling them that Trump is gutting them. And we need FEMA. We need FEMA. It may not be the perfect thing, you know what I'm saying? But we need FEMA. All right? We still got people in Georgia still recovering from the storms, tornadoes that hit last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then Arkansas got hit pretty hard. Sarah Huckabee not prepared for hurricanes. Now you didn't hear this for 4 years.
I forgot hurricane season coming up, ain't it? And it's next month, hurricane.
Right, man. You're right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, tell him, man. Tell Jerry.
Does not.
Okay.
You can understand. We are not ready.
Get that Jerry, Matt.
We are not ready for it. Hey, I got a feeling when I get my new computer,
things will be better. That's right. Well, Matt coming here mad, boy.
When they start,
Matt coming here mad.
They're going to start caring. All right?
Matt coming here mad, talking shit, bad shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Hold on, let me say this. They're not. People don't care. People don't care, man, until they start. Yes, June through October hurricane season. Right.
Wow.
People don't care until it directly affects them. When they start directly getting affected by this stuff, that's when they're going to start caring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I do want to talk about. Let me talk about the Democrats. All right. I mean, red state government. I'm hopeful that people finally see it. Well, I got an article I want to show you, and I think they are seeing it. But before I get to that, I do want to talk about the Democrats. I want to get the Democrats out of the way because I know I beat up on Republicans a lot. So now I'm going to talk about Democrats. All right. All right. So have y'all been reading all this stuff about Joe Biden? That his staff
talking about that book.
Worried that
talking about that book they got out on him. Talking about that book they got out. They got out on him.
Y'all notice? Yeah. Y'all notice that the Democrats are basically shunning him now? Like, they don't want Joe Biden even out there at all now. I mean, they feel like Joe Biden is part of the reason why Trump won, because Joe Biden took too long to get out of the race. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he did took too long to get out of the race. You know what I'm saying? And see, yeah, you know what? I will say that maybe the people around him did cover up his condition. I mean, it sounds to me like Joe Biden was dealing, he said cowards, Joe Biden was dealing with early stage dementia. If he could not remember George Clooney and they had been friends for years, that sounds like to me, unfortunately, he was dealing with early stage dementia. Joe still, hold on, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that.
That's right. That's right.
And you know what?
Regardless of the situation, he was the best one. Always be my best president. Beside Barack and Clinton.
Well, I'm going to be real with you. You know when they were showing like clips of him on stage?
Yeah.
And then Jill had to come and help him off the stage. You know, that was kind of a sign there. And then, you know, y'all remember that he gave a press conference where he gave a speech and he started talking.
Yeah.
Somebody how Barack had to escort him off stage. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
And what's crazy is if you have dementia. Right. I'm going to get to that. You're right. I'm going to get to that.
Still been the Trump.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to completely trash Joe Biden, but I'm going to acknowledge
we ain't.
That we did see signs that, you know, that he was having some decline. All right.
But check this out.
I remember when he looked like he was trying to somebody's hand that wasn't there, or he started talking about his deceased sister or something like that. So we saw signs. Y'all, I remember back, he gave a press conference at the outside the White House. And then as he left, he started walking through the garden. Like he started walking through the garden. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of wandered off. You know. So I kind of knew there was something going on with Joe then. And then when he did that debate, that kind of sealed. Probably should have announced maybe a year, 2 years after he won that he wasn't going to seek re-election. It would have gave the Democrat a better opportunity to prepare for Trump. Kamala, to me, wrong with what's so wrong with living a liberal?
There you go. And Brian, see, ain't nobody telling him.
Right.
Okay.
Oh no! I'm glad you brought that up, bro. Brian, you just stepped in it, bro. You just stepped in.
Well, look. But let me say this. D.
I know you didn't bring.
Let me say this.
Brian, you just walked right in it, bro. Hold on.
Let me say this. You ready?
Because you got played, bro. Ready?
You ready?
That's true.
Can I say something?
What you gotta say? Then I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Go
ahead.
Right.
Listen. At least you admitted something wrong about someone or whatever. At least you admit it. But why the fuck none of Trump supporter want to admit nothing wrong with Trump? At least you ain't admitted about Joe. I hate him bring his name up. You feel me? Because to me, he's still the best president to me. I always will. Regardless of the situation or whatever going on, Joe, Barack, Clinton is my president. All right? But this shit here with Trump and no one saying anything about the bullshit, that's some bullshit to me. So now, we're not going to trash Joe on anything. You know why? Until they bring the shit up to the table by Trump and his bullshit, then we can finish it. Move on, D. Let's move on. We ain't gonna trash Joe. We ain't gonna say nothing else about that man.
I'm not finished. Let me get. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me finish my point because it's not gonna be completely bad. Hold on. God is good all the time.
Hey, what's up? God is good all the time. What's up, Will?
In here.
What's up?
But let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. That I think this is why people get mad at the Democrats. You know why people get mad at? Yeah, he is mad. I'm gonna get to that. He got played again. He got played. I don't know where Brian get his information from, but he's definitely been right-wing media is just a propaganda lying to. They're not honest, and I don't know why he keep believing Trump. Trump is a compo. I don't know. I got a classic lie, and Brian fell for it. Brian fell for it. All right, all the time. But listen,
that's
I
right.
don't like I hate it when the Democrats throw their own under the bus, man. I hate it when they do that. What they should be saying about Joe Biden is that he took an economy that was big, that was in the tank, and he brought us out of it. All right.
That's right.
He gave us a great economy.
He did. He did.
It declined. He still did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
Inflation was going down. America had the best recovery. His price was going down under Joe Biden.
Yes, well, yeah, you're right.
Instead of sitting up here and whining about what he should have done, at least acknowledge all the good this man has done.
That's right.
Instead of trashing this man like this. Look how bad Trump is. Look how bad Trump is sucking right now. Trashing him. They're not saying a damn thing about Trump, and he trash right now. All right,
he is,
and they still do that shit. Right. So get up here and you ride with Joe. You ride with Joe. But they should be doing is they should be doing. All right. And the Republicans, I like how Republicans always try to blow this shit up. All right, now you got Dave Portnoy coming out saying this is the biggest scandal in history. See, I guess because he been trashing. I listened to many Biden speeches and he spoke many facts and had a much better understanding. Facts.
That's
facts,
right.
Man, you're right. But the Republicans try to distract and not to gaslight people. They trying to say this is the biggest scandal ever. All right? Bigger than all the shit we're seeing right now. With Trump over there making deals for his family while he's in office, all right? Getting his $400 million. They trying to do anything to distract that the shelves are about to be empty. Walmart announced the price is going up. Oh, this is the biggest scandal in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is a bunch of bullshit. Joe Biden's not in office. Joe Biden did a great job as president with the best recovery in the world. In spite of his issues, we would not be seeing that. If Joe Biden had got reelected, we would not be seeing this crazy shit going on. Things won't be falling out the sky.
You better tell it.
Inflation won't be going up. All right, our allies wouldn't hate us. All right,
the wrong way.
The stock market wouldn't be crashing. I'd rather take
Joe
Biden with
the
dementia over the bullshit we got right now. Because we would not be dealing with the bullshit we dealing now if Joe had still been in there.
That's right.
And this is fact. So with Joe Biden having all these issues, somebody explain to me, well, why is Trump doing all this crazy shit? All right?
Ain't nobody saying that. Economy. None of the supporters ain't saying shit. Okay. But sitting there letting it happen. Really? You need to go to hell right with him. Y'all support that shit, Trump shit, you need to go to hell right with him.
Exactly. And y'all think that's bad. Guess what they're finna do now, bro? Guess what they're gonna do now?
What up?
They finna open up an investigation on Joe Biden. And they
now move him up.
The Republicans
move him up.
With all this corruption we're seeing now.
Move him up. We ain't finna hear that. Move him up.
Open up.
I'm bound to hear that. They about to do some nuts. Them motherfuckers retarded. Move them up.
Bro,
I'm
talking that. About wasting tech, big corruption.
Yeah, I'm about to hear that.
They can't be serious, man.
No, they serious. Right. They crazy.
They finna investigate what? They finna investigate what? All this open. I mean, Trump ain't even hide his corruption
Move him
right
up.
now. He's not
Move
even
this shit up.
He's so
Move this shit up.
He's just doing this shit in the public. And they don't
because they let him. Because they let him. Because they let him.
Investigate Joe
Biden. That's what I'm saying. Move him. Nobody don't care. Nobody don't care. They ain't gonna touch that man. He don't retire. He gonna let that man rest. Move him. Move this shit up. Move the top it up. Keep going at. Keep going on Trump. Sorry. Keep going after his sorry ass.
Right, but Brian, I mean, he got a nice Air Force One, man. He man, Trump is just a
for free.
Exactly, Latrice. Exactly. Right. They're trying to have it both ways. Now, let me talk about the so-called deal. Brian, no disrespect, but Brian, you got to start fact checking your information, man. I don't know. I got a question for Brian. Where are you getting your information from? Because you get misled way too much, bro.
Jerry not gonna give you no answer.
Way too much.
Jerry's not gonna give you no answer. You forget that. Jerry not gonna give you no answer. Forget that. We automatically know it's fake news. So he get it from somewhere that's fake. That's straight crazy, say anything. So yeah, we know he get information from some psycho, some crazy motherfucker don't give a shit. That's where that Jerry getting his information from. So yeah, just pass it on up because he ain't gonna answer that.
Where is this at? Because he brought up about China and making a deal. All right.
Yeah, he said
even Republicans came out and trashed what China did. They said Trump got paid again. But he did, Brian. Your words mean nothing. Your party don't care. There's nothing written saying an electronic signature can't be used.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump used it himself. I never said there was a deal. I said they're at the negotiating table. Oh my ears. I'm certified and recognized as a valid. It's certified. Right. Let's talk about that Sharpie. Right. Now, Brian, you got played like a mofo, bro. And let me tell you how you got played.
You know it's bad. Right? His own president playing them all.
You gotta stop.
You know it's bad. Trump playing them all.
Right. Why? I want to know why Brian keep falling for Trump bullshit. All right. Now, speaking of this deal with China, this Republican named Rich Lowry came out and said that we got nothing out of the deal. We got absolutely nothing out of that China deal. Look at this shit right here. It says here, Trump caved and got zero in return with the tariff with China. No manufacturer moved back to the U.S. 30% tariff still in U.S. tax on Americans. 90-day pause still causes uncertainty. Trump lost all negotiating leverage. We got nothing, Brian. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And Brian, do you want to know how you got played by Trump? Brian, I keep telling you, you cannot believe anything. All right? So you must like him. That's why you keep believing all his bullshit, because he lies all the time. Right. He lies. Brian, let me give you an example of how he played you. Matter of fact, he played you twice. Hold on. Let me show you how you got played, Brian. All right?
Sure.
You cannot trust I keep telling Brian, but Brian keep falling for the Okie. I'm going to show him. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. I'm going to show Brian how he got played by Trump twice, because he came in this stream with that. Okay. Right. Where is this at? A complete. And I was in the gym and I noticed that. I said, oh, Brian got played again. Because Brian believed the shit that comes out of his mouth. He is a liar. Okay, where is it at? Okay. All right, now Brian believed this picture was showing there's no deal. All they did was agree for a pause, which is still hurting us. China did not lose anything, Brian. China did not lose anything. We are going to be paying higher costs because of this. Brian, what was gained from all of this? Nothing was gained. Yep, Trump created a mess, made a bad concession, and then says it got done. Right. He created a crisis. And then when he pulls back, right, they didn't agree on shit to pause. It's because
that's
Trump
right. That's right. Facts. That's right.
Derek, you whine too much. Brian quit deflecting. But look, check this out though. Trump and then goes back on his word. Right. So Brian,
Derek, you don't got Jerry mad. You don't got Jerry mad.
That MS-13. But listen, you remember Brian, you believe. I'm just telling Brian got to fact check where he get his information from. Because he keep getting played. All right. Right-wing media is full of propaganda and they're full of lies. And Brian keep falling for it because Brian believes in Trump. That's why. The only reason why I believe Brian keep falling for it is because he supports Trump. That's his man, and he believes in him. And when you believe in somebody, you're willing to believe a lie over and over. Okay. So Brian believes now that MS-13, it does not mean those symbols does not mean MS-13.
You better tell it.
Debunk that. Right? Brian believed that. All right. So that's MS-13. The symbols underneath those 13 does not mean MS-13. That's been debunked. All right. So Brian believed that. So there's no evidence that Abrego Garcia was in MS-13. All right. No, but you said that that was to show us what those symbols meant. That's what you said, Brian. You said they put the caption on there to show us what those symbols on his knuckles meant. And they debunked that too, because that does not prove that meant MS-13. Skills win over empty threats all day. China has skills and they can survive without the United States. We won't be able to survive without them. Facts. Trump thinks it was Brian. Right. Now, Brian, here's how you got played. All right. You said that Trump had these. Okay, let me show you how you got played.
That's a good one.
You remember
that's a good one.
When Trump bragged and said that he had countries trying to kiss his ass over terrorists. You remember he said that, right?
Yeah.
He said Brian was referring to captures and not attack. Right. Trump thought that was attack. Are you calling the U.S. federal law enforcement officers liar? Yes. Well, where did they say he was in? It was an allegation, Brian. They never got concrete evidence that he was in the gang. It was an allegation. No enforcement officer had provided any concrete evidence that he was in a Photoshop picture, Brian. Shouldn't they have concrete evidence? America's spoiled, and it definitely won't work like that. Like the Asians to provide facts. Okay, Brian, Google image right now, and no one tell me what to see. Now, you remember Trump was bragging. He was saying all these countries were begging me, were kissing my ass over these tariffs. You remember Trump saying that he was negotiating over 200 tariff deals. How many people remember that?
I remember
that he was currently negotiating over 200 countries over these tariffs. Who remember that? Who remember?
I remember
about 2-3 weeks ago. He said, "I am currently negotiating." You remember, he's a compulsive liar. He's a compulsive liar. He will say anything. He will say anything. I hope Brian got the score. He lies about everything. All right. He said that he was negotiating over 200 tariff deals. They was kissing his ass, right?
See, did he warn you about Trump?
If that's true,
did Malcolm X warn you about Trump, Brian?
If all these countries was out here kissing
I
Trump's
know
ass,
nobody need to sit down. I want to not call you them two ears and them round face and that sweaty nose, that little thing that be crawling holes. So I'm calling you Jerry. Did you just call man out without calling Trump out? Really, Brian? I know you did.
Listen.
You, Tom and Jerry, cheese eating, some of them.
Let me say this.
He ain't Malcolm X. He's Rat X.
But listen,
get out of here, Rat. I knew that rat was coming up. Coming out my mouth. Move up, Rat.
Let me say this, bro. Bro, you see, I want to really drive this point home. I want to drive this point home. Trump said this video is a video of Donald Trump claiming countries are kissing his ass because they want to do deals with the United States, right? So, bro, if that's true, right? If all these countries are dying to do deals with the United States, if all these countries are dying to do
tell him, baby, he don't know what he's talking about.
Why is Trump threatening you? Why is Trump, if all these countries are doing deals, why is Trump threatening them and telling them that if they don't come and negotiate a deal with him, he's going to up the tariffs on the deal with us? If he's threatening these countries to come and do a deal with us, shouldn't that tell you he's all about it? If all of these countries was kissing his ass to do deals about tariffs, why is he threatening them? So that is a bold-faced lie he was telling. There's nobody dying to do no deal with us. I got people with white liberals too. I'm leftist. Look at the definition of liberal and leftist, Brian. Liberals are just better for American than conservatives. Right. Right. If all of these countries, man, our stream is trash today. I mean, it's really blinking out a lot. I think it's in part because of this computers. I don't know if somebody's doing that or somebody interfering, or it's just a computer, man. It's really acting up a lot today. Can you hear me?
Yeah, keep going. You're doing good.
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, keep going. You're doing good.
This is really bad today. It's really bad. It just keep clocking. It's really bad. I think Malcolm X
keep going.
That's wonderful things for the black community back then, but I'm more aligned myself with Dr. King. But Brian, your party, neither one of them. The Republicans wouldn't like Malcolm X nor Dr. King, bro. I mean, you have to know that. Today's Republican Party probably would not accept Dr. King, bro. You have to acknowledge that, Brian. Do you think Malcolm X or Martin Luther King would be accepted in today's Republican Party? Do you really think that, Brian? Hell no. There's no way. Right. Exactly. Now, let me talk about this right here. You remember this woman got fired, right? Last week, right? Remember she got fired last week, right?
Yeah.
And they just made up a reason. I think they just made up a reason. They call it DEI. Let's remember which party filibustered the 1963 Civil Rights Act. War on poverty is what MLK wanted to fight. MAGA don't stand for that. Facts. But they fired this woman with DEI concerns, right? And they're just an excuse to fire black people, right? Now, they replaced her with this guy here. You see that, right?
They got mean looking.
You see that, right? Now,
he look crazy. He look crazy.
Hold on. Do you notice a trend here?
Look at that.
All of these qualified black people fired over DEI.
See what I'm talking about? And look, D,
all right.
let me quote Brian something. Remember he quote Matt.
Right.
Remember he quote Matt, right? Remember he quote Matt, right? By Malcolm X, right? Now I'm gonna quote him. Look, nigga. Look what your president that did.
Yeah.
You think Malcolm X pleased with that, Brian? So you want to quote it right. Look at this. And you vote for that white man right there. A racist one. And look what he's doing to your people, Brian. Is you satisfied with that? You think Malcolm X and Martin Luther King is satisfied with this shit, Brian? So you want to quote something, you better quote it right.
Right, man. Right. Well, have y'all noticed? You see, all of these black people were fired by Trump over DEI, right? And these black people are qualified. These are educated people that were qualified in their position they were in, and yet they got fired by Trump, by the Trump administration, over DEI, right?
Yeah.
This picture here, every single person in this picture here, has been replaced by somebody white. You heard me?
Yeah.
Every single black person fired in this picture has been replaced. So you see the trend here. You see the trend here. So, right, man, right. But Brian, every single person that's been fired by these black people that he's fired has been replaced by somebody white. Brian, you don't see a trend here. You don't see, and then these people that he's replacing these black people with are not even qualified to fill those positions. They're not even qualified to fill those positions. Every single black person he has fired in these high-ranked positions have all been replaced by somebody white who is less qualified. Now, Brian, you don't see a trend here? You don't see a trend? You're not noticing this, Brian? Y'all to fill these roles. Everybody gotta be white. Brian, are you telling me that? You're not noticing the trend here? And you're going to see more of this happen. Trust me, I'm keeping a list of all these qualified black people. That's because you like Trump. And so you refuse to see it because you like him. That's why you ignore his racism. Because this right here is blatant racism. You're firing these qualified black people over DEI, almost trying to suggest they only got their positions because of DEI when they are qualified. And you're replacing them with less qualified white people? Really, Brian? And you don't, okay. All right, Brian. Whatever, man. But I'm going to keep showing this shit. I'm going to keep showing it because there's going to be more firings coming. You bet your ass going to be more firings coming. All right? So now I'm going to talk about something else. All right? They did a new poll. Right? If the election was held today, Kamala would destroy Trump.
And
if the election was held today, they took a poll, she would destroy him.
You know it.
All right? And guess why a lot of people are upset at Trump? Because of these stupid tariffs. All right? Because now people are starting to get it now. If you were rushed to the hospital, are you going to debate what color is your doctor, or you want someone who's qualified no matter what? Right. And that's the problem. Trump is not putting in, these people are not qualified to fill these positions. He only put them in there because they are white. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. It doesn't matter the race. But if you're saying these people are not qualified, that's why you're letting them go, then why are you replacing them with all white people who are not qualified for the position? Are you mean to tell me, Brian, Trump is putting qualified people to work in the government, Brian? Are you serious? Right.
You better tell it. That's what I've been saying. Yep. That's right. That's right, Latrice. That's right.
Differently. Fact.
That's what I've been saying. He all there for himself. He don't give a shit about Brian, nobody, his supporter. That man, that crazy man that getting rich. Him and his family doing the fuck they want to do. Don't give a shit about nobody but themselves and those that kissing his ass. That's it. Go ahead.
Well, look, they took a poll. Kamala is beating him 40% to 36%. Now, you know, they took a poll like a month after he got elected, and he was still beating Kamala. So now the tide is turning. Now Kamala is beating him in the polls. All right. So she's beating him by 4%. All right. Now that's before Derek. I never said they was not qualified. I said the president have the right to pick his own people to serve in their government. I agree. But why you don't see a trend though, Brian, of him picking all white people who are not even qualified? Brian, they're not qualified for these positions. He's choosing them because they're white. Right. That's the problem. Right, man. That's the problem. Right. And speaking of that, since you brought that up, let's talk about the Democrats, who they're going to choose in 2028. All right. So Jasmine Crockett, where is this at? Jasmine Crockett said they're getting behind the safest white boy. Can anybody guess who that is? I got you. But can anybody guess who that is? I don't know who that is. Who is the safest white boy?
But why she said that? Why she said that?
But she didn't say who it was. She didn't say, I don't know. She didn't say who it was.
She said it's safe to get behind a white boy?
Who is the safest white boy? Who the safest white boy? Oh, please.
I don't know.
Come on, Brian. Really? Well, look, I don't know who that is. She wouldn't name who it is. Newsom is not safe. He's not safe because Newsom got a lot of scandals. He got a lot of stuff going on with California. He got a lot of baggage. And I don't think that really matters because Newsom, I don't know if he's safe. Or Bashir, probably. I don't know. But, Matt, you know what I'm worried about is this right here. And no disrespect to Pete Buttigieg. No disrespect to him. The man is smart. The man is intelligent. All right. But because of his sexuality, America is still too homophobic. America is still too homophobic. And I got a feeling that Pete is going to run. He's already holding rallies and stuff. I don't think America is ready to accept
I know.
Relationship where you got two men that are married. America is still homophobic. You know what I'm saying? Right, man. Right.
That's right.
Yeah. The moment. If Pete Buttigieg is our nominee, Democrats will lose. All right? Because let me tell you why. The moment Pete Buttigieg's husband comes on stage and they have an intimate
it's
moment,
rap.
it's over.
It's rap.
America is
It's rap.
still too homophobic for us to deal. And I like, if Pete Buttigieg was married to a woman, it would be no question. He'd be the safest pick. Pete would be the man if he was married to a female. But the fact that he's with a guy and he becomes the nominee, Democrats
it's rap.
gonna lose again. All right,
It's a rap.
not gonna happen. The moment his husband come on stage and they lock,
It's rap.
it's over. It's over.
So we
That's
can't.
what
So
I'm
they can't use. They can't
I
use
vote
him.
but
They
America,
can't use him. But I hope they can find somebody up in there to be able to carry God World Country. Well, say God World. Oh, someone get up in there and carry God World. Cause what? Who carrying that? Gonna carry this shit straight to hell. Somebody get in there, straighten this shit up, and make sense of all this bullshit that going on now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting sick of this. So not him, you know. But hope somebody in the Democrats get in there, you know, maybe Kamala,
but let me
maybe her. You
but
know,
bro,
they
let me
claim
tell
they
you-
were ready for a female, but after going through this shit, hell, anybody do. As long as they're not a Republican.
I heard you. I believe it's this cheap ass computer, bro. I can't wait till that new computer.
Yeah,
Get
it
in there,
is.
man. I cannot wait.
Because you know what it is? You know what it is? Because you download so many files. Listen, it downloads so many files that it's taking the time, whatever file you download, it's taking an effect on your live.
It's a cheap ass computer.
I know it. But go ahead. We just about through.
It's a cheap
Don't
computer.
finish.
It's a
I
cheap
knew it.
computer, bro. Wait till what?
But I didn't know. I didn't know this shit that
You're
bad.
gonna see a complete
I know it's gonna be off the chain.
This
I
is
know.
a cheap ass computer, bro. And what's up? What'd you say?
I said I know the other one gonna be bad. So
What did
go
you say?
ahead. I said I know the other one. That the other computer you gonna get gonna be about 100 times better than this. So yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and finish it off. You finish out the show.
Yes. This is trash. I can't. As soon as that new one comes in the mail, I am getting rid of this one.
I knew it. And look, and pass that little baby to me. That computer.
Right.
I want it. I can handle it.
Oh, I got you. But let me say, if Pete Buttigieg happens to be the nominee, I will vote for him hands down. Because him being a gay man does not determine how well of a job he would do.
Because it ain't about who he led. That's right. And we ain't about who he led with, who he liked. It's all about. It's all about.
I think that it's racist to say that his sexuality and who he sleeps with at night does not affect how smart the man is.
It's about the respect of the people, helping the people. Listen, it's all
in many interviews. The man is.
It's not about. It's not about his lifestyle. It's all about this man getting into the White House.
Yeah, but man, he was caught up in that scandal
the people
with that so-called spy. You remember that, man?
Can you hear me?
Remember that scandal that they say what you say, bro?
You just hear? Can you hear me? I was talking. You heard me? Did you hear me?
Say what?
No, I'm mute up. Go ahead and do your thing, dog. It kind of pisses me off. Go ahead, piss me off too.
Hold on. I'm about to try something. Let me try something. I'm gonna try something. I think this could be doing it. All right, let me try this. Okay. Now I just disconnected something. All right. Right.
Now can you hear me?
Just disconnected this laptop here. So say something. It might be better now.
You hear me?
Okay. You coming through okay now. I just
Okay.
to something right quick.
Okay.
That could have been sucking up the bandwidth. That's probably
Okay,
why
I got
breathing
you.
so much. So
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. It's all about who this man lived with.
I don't recognize it. What's
his
the first
lifestyle.
name, man? What's that first name? What's that first name?
It's all about
name.
It's all about this man coming in, doing, helping the people, respecting the people. You know what I'm saying? It's not about who he lived with, who he like, or whatever. We ain't worried about all that.
Right.
Because we got a dummy running around house, don't give a shit but for himself. So, and his people and the yes people, that's it. But yeah, get somebody that's gonna be for the people. You know what I'm saying? Gonna help the people. God's people. You see what I'm saying? To get in there and straighten God world. Like right now, we heading into a
Yes,
flame.
Sir. Yes, sir. Right.
A fire.
Right.
This shit is heading straight to hell.
He's governor in North Carolina, or one of them. I'm gonna look him up. And Jasmine Crockett said that Kamala being the prosecutor hurt her in the election. I'm gonna look that guy. I might know who. I think I know who you're talking about, but I'm gonna look him up. Andy, okay, I'll look him up. I think I've seen him maybe on CNN. Look him up. But Jasmine Crockett said that Kamala's past as a prosecutor hurt her among black men. I think it did hurt her. I think it did. And I'm not gonna lie. Kamala did do some shady stuff. Nobody's perfect. Okay, I got you. Kamala did do some shady stuff. I saw interviews where they called her out for some shady stuff she did as a prosecutor. She did. Nobody's perfect. But when it comes down to the election, I would have taken her any day.
Yeah.
We would not be seeing the chaos we're seeing.
That's right.
It would be, man. I agree. It would be. But if you look at the numbers, she still did well with black men and black people in general. She still did well. Now she did lose some support from black men. Joe Biden got more from black men than she did, but her being a prosecutor did hurt a little bit. It would be a lot of that stuff. Yeah, and let me tell you, man, a lot of that was exaggerated by these guys. Them, they blew it up. They exaggerated her time as a prosecutor. Yeah, she would eat them up. They did it. That's why I don't follow them anymore. They misled me. I was thinking that Kamala was locking up 50 black men, and most of those were valid reasons why she had them locked up. There was some that was sketchy. I will admit, maybe about 5 or 6. She did some shady stuff on, but she wasn't out here locking up thousands like they said. They had me thinking that Kamala was locking up hundreds of thousands of black men, and that wasn't true. That's why I stopped watching them. Because they went heavy on Kamala and they say shit. Now some of them are turning and trying to say they tried to warn us about Trump. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't watch them anymore. They misled us on this shit.
Lies.
You know what I'm saying?
Lies.
How you gonna be pro-black and then still be MAGA? Explain that to me.
That's right. All lies, dog. Lies. And they knew it.
False facts. They are excellent at that. Now, check this out. Now, Michelle, check this out, bro. Check this out. Now, this is wild here. Yep, facts.
That's right. That's right.
Got to do a better job, Matt. Next time around, they got to go out. We need to find someone like a Joe Rogan or somebody. The next Democratic nominee got to get out there and get media the same way Trump did. Trump was out there talking to these content creators and shit like that. Kamala wasn't really on them like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she tried to do it, but Trump was out there. Trump won when it came to his message resonated with people over the Democrats because he was out there talking to the content creators. He was out there, man. So hopefully Democrats learn from this and do better. Now, this is wild. Now, the Republicans are focused on Michelle and Barack, and Michelle and Barack still have their issues, like everybody does. Yes, they have. Absolutely right. They top Joe Rogan. You're absolutely right. And I get a lot of my content from them too, Matt. From Media Touch. I get a lot of my content from them too. You're absolutely right, Matt. And next time around, if Media Touch is still as popular, the number one, then the Democrats need to go that route. But look, Michelle is honest about her marriage, all right? That was an article that just came out, and it talks about, which we already knew, that they really don't have a marriage. We already knew that. That's not a surprise here. But they speculated as to why Melania is never around Trump. At least Michelle and Barack sleep in the same bed. At least we know Jill and Joe sleep in bed. All right? But Trump and Melania don't even sleep in the same room. All right? They don't even sleep in the same room. All right? She don't love him. All right? That's obvious. It's all about it.
But do you blame him?
Miserable, all right?
I don't blame him. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't blame him.
Guess why one of the reasons why she's not. That's why I won't get married. People need to leave the Obamas alone. Michelle didn't like that political world. Of course, it would strain America.
That's right. That's right.
These stories are true facts. But guess why Melania is not around Trump?
What up?
She's not around him because they said that she's concerned that she don't want to get taken out.
Say it again.
Right. You heard what I said? He's already had 2 attempts on his life.
He's
already had 2 attempts on his life.
Obama.
No, Trump has.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Trump has had 2. You know they tried to assassinate him twice.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So Melania is afraid of being around him because she believes they're going to keep.
Oh, she's afraid of her life. Okay, I got you.
She don't want to get hit.
I got you. Boy, it's damn shame.
Yes. That's why she's not around him that often. Because they said she fears that she may get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Man.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Isn't that crazy, bro? That she's in fear of her life?
That's fucked up.
It is. That's a lie. She didn't sleep with him before. Right, man. Right.
Why they keep coming up?
Well, I mean, the first time she was around him a little bit more. What?
That word of the
What keeps coming up?
You don't see that? You don't see that?
Where?
Look at your stream.
I don't see what you're talking about. Oh, let me get that off. You talking about this right here?
Yeah.
This? Okay, I got you. So, have y'all seen this? That there's this whole thing called black fatigue. Like people on the right. Okay, you remember this whole thing with Shiloh Hendricks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this whole I know, but I remember reports of them having separate beds. Yeah, I agree. But I'm saying out in public, she's not around him more now in the first term, and that's because she's afraid of she may get hit. Yeah,
So they ain't him that bad.
McDougal
They ain't him that bad.
Trump and
That
Melania
his
did
whole
not have the
family
same
scared to
bedroom.
get around him.
Yeah,
they
that's true.
scared of their life, man. It's fucked up.
It's been like, but right, but that's but I'm talking about now. Diagnosed. Oh, you already what, Brian? Oh, you can't be serious, man. You can't be serious. Yeah, but look, they started this whole thing called Black Fatigue. You want to see the video? Let me show you the video. You know I got the videos. Look at this video. All right, here it is.
Because Black fatigue is real. I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto.
You heard that? So yeah, they're tired of it. They're tired of it, and they're tired. They're supposed to be tired of us. All right, and Jesse Lee Peterson said that he has black fatigue. He's tired of. She got herpes on her lip. I love my black brothers and sisters, but there are some that drive me crazy. But bro, all races got good and bad, bro. It's basically white supremacy who don't want to be held accountable. Right. I got Brian fatigue.
That's a good one.
I mean, they started this stuff on the right. See, we are the only race, bro, that is judged by our works.
Mm-hmm.
We are the only race that is judged by one brush, and that's by of us. They're saying that all of us are like that. The vast majority of black people are law-abiding. But because of propaganda, negative propaganda, the belief is that we're all prone to violence. There's a higher percentage of black people that commit violence than any other group, which is not true. That is not true. All right. We are a more targeted group in America. All right. We are a more attacked group than any other group in America. That's facts. That's proven. That is a proven fact. Right, man. Right. Exactly. And bro, man, they're trying to get Derek Chauvin out again. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is pushing for Derek Chauvin to be released. All right. So they say even if he is released, he's still going to serve He's still going to serve his 22 years. So I mean, but if they do it, it's a slap in the face to black people if they pardon him. And I would not be surprised if Trump did it to show solidarity with the supremacists. Facts.
So how dedicated he is to it. Hold up. He gonna show if he get that racist piece of trash out of the damn jail, they gonna show it to them other trash racist trash ass that I am good to y'all. I'm here for y'all. You know. So if that's the case, if you let that clown out, please don't talk about Trump up in here and Brian take up on.
If he does,
they're gonna be in a me and Brian friendship. If that motherfucker do that, Brian will come here and try to take up a Trump. Don't say that. Don't even get in it. Please don't.
Message to the
that's gonna piss me off right there.
That he's on this side. But look, let me talk about this, man. Let me go deep into this, bro. Okay, so on the right, that's why I say up is down and down is up. So Ashley Babbitt was not doing anything wrong, was actually holding her hands up, even though the video don't show that. Well, I hope Trump doesn't pardon him. I believe that would be the last straw. If they pardon him, I will not see people on the street. I think the other three officers should be pardoned, not Chauvin. So they gave Ashley. They said Ashley Babbitt did not do anything. Okay, hold on. So George Floyd died according to people on the right, from drugs and not the knee on the neck. Had nothing to do with it, even though he was pleading for his life and begging them to let him breathe. All right? We clearly see with our own 2 eyes that he was putting his body weight on that man's neck for 11 minutes. To all the people, I'm talking about the Candace Owens, all the sellouts, coons that's saying that he died from fentanyl. Let me put my knee on your neck for 11 minutes. With all my body green, all these people on the right, they're saying that he died from drug overdose. Let me put my knee with my body weight on your neck for 11 minutes, and we'll see what happens. All right? They know damn well that knee took him out. And look, and then you know something else? They never proved that George Floyd broke a law that day. They never proved that he even broke a law that day. To justify his death, they bring up his criminal past. All right? And they do that for most black people. They had a past, but they deserve to die. So why don't you apply that standard to white people? Because Ashley Babbitt had a criminal record too. But yet nobody hold that against her.
That's right.
You see now you talk. This is just straight disrespectful, bro. This is straight disrespectful. All right? But yet they want to arrest doctors for white kids who are on pills. They only have empathy for white. Facts. None of them.
Matt can't be right talking like that.
Facts.
That's a smart dude. And he know more about the system than our own, brother. And you mean tell me Matt know more than Brian? You heard me, D? You mean tell me Matt know more than Brian about his own people? We really? That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Right. And see, look, bro. People forget that the whole reason why they called the police on George Floyd was because of a counterfeit $20 bill. And
that was it.
They never proved it was counterfeit.
Mm-hmm.
I repeat, they never proved the $20 was counterfeit. So they don't even know he even broke a law that day. And check this out. Even if the $20 bill was counterfeit, they can't prove that George Floyd even knew the $20 bill was counterfeit. So they never proved that George Floyd broke a law on that day and got tortured for no reason. And yet they say that he died from to say something like that. That's disrespectful.
Basically, just made that up.
I can't see what
just made that up.
I can't see a man dying and pleading for his life. Right. And then you literally got a woman literally on tape breaking the law, and they making excuses for this woman. You tell me America ain't racist. Look at that shit. A black man sitting there being tortured, pleading for his life. He's not a victim, but a white female climbing through a window, breaking the law.
After being warned to stand back, don't come in, but did anyway and got killed. Oh, she's a hero. But this brother did nothing, nobody. But yet he on crack, he no good, he's a criminal, all this other bullshit. Yeah, you're right. Shit fucked up. We dealing with some fucked up people, D. Some evil, crazy, racist, coons. You they can call them coons, you can call them racist, low down, you can call them bastard, whatever you want to call them, when they deal with evil and people just ain't right in the head, need to be stoned for life. Them bitches need to be in hell. Them need to be on this planet with us good people. You feel me?
Right. The man that performed the autopsy on George Floyd said that he was why he died. He could not breathe. That's why. The knee on the neck is why he died. All right. This is said by the medical examiner. So why is right-wing media saying it was drugs? I don't understand that at all. Facts.
That's right.
And look, y'all, man, they're saying that Diddy might get off. They're
I don't
saying
know.
that Diddy might get off.
I hope not. No,
Cassie
he's
was
not going to do
supposed to be
life.
the star witness.
He's going to do some
She was
time,
supposed to
but I don't
be
think
the
he's
one
not
that
going to
put
do
the
life.
nail in the coffin.
He going to do some time, but not life.
They said that this could be declared a mistrial.
A mistrial? No, dog.
Because
He guilty. He guilty for something.
yeah, they
Gotta
said it
be
could
guilty
be a
for something.
mistrial. Because
No, I don't believe so.
because people are disappointed. These people are disappointed in Cassie. You know, Cassie, listening to the testimony, they provided proof that it seemed like Cassie was with a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't
Well, put her in jail with him.
him. Everybody
Nigga, put
knows
her butt in jail too. Put her in jail now. I don't condone that part.
No, nothing like that.
Yeah,
Nothing like that.
put his hand on her.
The fact
Well, if
that-
she in that corrupt shit with him,
the fact,
doing that shit with him, yeah, she
right,
deserves to go to jail too.
that. I never
But I'm
condone
condone that demon
But
put his
the
hand
fact
on
that
her.
it
No,
came out,
that's wrong.
I'm always ready.
But if she in the works
Right,
with him,
but
doing
they're
that,
trying to prove that Diddy was involved in sex trafficking. And one of the ones that he's been accused of sex trafficking was Cassie. But
she was pushing
you know what I'm
it,
saying?
so she was helping them. So she was bringing people in to her, right? So basically, she was committing crime too. So yeah, she deserved to be on that cell with him.
But
If she was
it
with
doesn't
that,
sound like she was pressured though.
yeah, she was with that. G. That's what I'm saying. She was with it. So she need to be in jail with him.
No, nothing like that. It sounded like everything she did was she was so in love with Diddy that she went along with him. Right.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. Even though she know it's wrong, even though she know that was wrong, but she still went along with it.
Was really
so she was breaking the law too, in a way.
What's up?
I said she still went along with it. That's to say she was breaking the law too. Because she had love for him. She put up with it. She went along with it. So she deserved to do some time a little bit too. Right on with him.
Well, I have seen videos of people kind of saying what you're saying, that she's just as guilty as him. But I don't know if I go there. I see Cassie as a victim of domestic violence. She was a victim. She participated but didn't arrange it or coordinate it. Right.
Okay.
Right. And she did it willingly. I just don't get the vibe Cassie was forced to do it. That's what I kind of believe. But now I don't think witness that's going to bring him down. Remember, the guy who shot up Trump Hotel. Yeah. You talking about Jonathan Nardi. Yeah. He was the mastermind of the plan. Right. He been a right. He needed to testify.
Someone,
I agree.
One of them gonna send him to jail. He going to jail. He going to prison. He going to prison.
Let me show you a video. Let me play a video for you right quick.
Okay, guys, so I just came out of the Diddy trial. Got a ton of notes for you guys. I'm going to break down these videos. I got to get out of NYC, though, but I hate to say it. The bottom line is people who came to watch the case were walking out. I hate to say it. We were getting bored in there with Cassie's testimony. I think everybody thought it was going to be explosive. This is a RICO case. They're trying to show trafficking, if you know what I mean. And I hate to say it, but the government is doing a terrible job at showing it. Now, they are showing, yes, domestic violence. They keep asking her, so at these freak-offs, who selected your outfits? Who did Diddy? But they're not showing, okay, this escort was taken, traveled here for this. And it's not showing multiple people involved. All you're seeing.
Wow.
I'm saying, man.
I heard that. I heard it. When I heard that, when he said it was boring and it was nothing,
Diddy is weak.
Explosion like, they're like, oh shit,
And
they ain't the
man,
bomb. I want the bomb up in there on this month.
Dude.
Diddy need to be in prison or hell for what he did to people did. He been doing it for over the years. You see what I'm saying? So I hope some get catchy up in that court with the witness, the jury, to send this motherfucker up the road, dog. He need to pay for what shit he did. And she was in with him, she need to go down with him. And so with the rest of them. Because a lot of people was in that shit with him.
But guess what, Suge? But guess what Suge Knight said? Suge Knight said even if he get convicted, Trump gonna let him out because Trump likes Diddy. Even though Diddy is a Democrat, he's a Democrat, but Trump likes Diddy. All right.
Wow.
So even if Diddy gets convicted, Abby Sure is a witness for the prosecution. Yeah, I'm waiting to hear him.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to hear Abby Sure. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
But they said Trump will pardon him. And you know what? I believe it because him and Trump used to party together. Him and Trump used to party together. So I do believe, like Suge Knight said, that even something else, bro, is that Justin Bieber just came out and said Diddy never did anything to him. I don't know if I believe that.
No.
Justin Bieber is very.
You know he broke, right? You know he broke, right? He's struggling
with Diddy. And even if
he's struggling with money. He's struggling with. You better tell it. He sure is. He's the devil, and people keep. That's right.
Me too, Latrice. Me too.
Right,
man. Right. But they said that Diddy was on tape
surprised that too.
With an underage star that's being taken advantage of, and is a male. So that can people say either Usher or Justin Bieber.
But listen, you heard about Justin Bieber is broke. You know he broke. You know he broke, right?
Well, that's what they're saying. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm with you on Justin Bieber. Someone mistreated him. Yes, that's why he's having these mental issues. Look, Justin Bieber's career is over. You will never. I don't think you will ever see Justin Bieber on stage because his mind is not right.
Yeah, he's over.
I think his wife, his family, or whoever loves him better surround him because it sounds like he want to take himself out. He really does. Something bad happened to Justin Bieber. All right, that's why I'm not laughing at him. You know, he didn't have his parents. He wasn't close to his parents. He had nobody to protect him from the vultures in Hollywood. Somebody took advantage of him, and it destroyed him. All right, and I do believe Diddy is one of them.
It might just be embarrassed too.
Right, man. Because you know he get made fun of on social media.
That's right, Matt.
And I think that's probably what came out.
They don't want to admit that happened to him. You're right. So they'll take it to their grave. You're right.
Right. Justin was mistreated by Diddy. Two celebrities, so-called preachers, and many others. Facts.
You're right.
And what is up with this pissing in the mouth? Why do these celebrities enjoy being peed on?
Yeah, I heard a lot.
Something rich people do.
That was a lot there.
That's something. What do you get? I mean,
that was a lot there.
Had these people urinating in Cassie's mouth. She was
going on with it too.
She was literally, this your girlfriend. You were come out. Yes, you were kissing this woman. Who wants a woman that got pissed? I don't understand it. I mean, Trey Songz, you know.
And R. Kelly.
Celine Powell said that he liked to urinate in women's mouth. All right.
R. Kelly.
You know, R. Kelly into this stuff. This must be something rich people enjoy doing. I don't understand this obsession with being peed on. I don't know. Rich people do some weird stuff, bro. They do some weird stuff. That's all I can say. Rich, that's got to be what it is. And let me tell you something else, though. The prosecution is treading lightly. Let me tell you why. Because it's some deep shit that you remember the first prosecutor, attorney general, both and Tony Busby, both of these guys were getting death threats and were getting, I forgot about him. That's right.
Damn.
They into either defecating on people or urinating on people. Right. I don't understand what turns you on from that. It like Matt said, it must be rich people shit. But look, no,
not necessarily. Some broke people shit too. Because a lot of other people, broke people like to be shit on, pissed on too. So it's some broke people shit too.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I knew a guy. I knew a guy that liked that was turned on by that. When she told us that Diddy did what people body fluid, putting it on his nipples. What?
Listen,
I didn't get that part.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Putting people's body fluid on his nipples.
Damn.
He was putting people's body fluid on his nipples.
Listen, D.
I didn't know.
I ain't gonna lie. If me and my woman is doing it,
something new.
D, listen to me.
Wow.
If my woman probably listen. I don't care. If me and my woman doing it, she want me to pee on her.
I didn't know that. They're not even touching what they're talking about.
You heard what I said, D?
Bro.
You heard what I said?
Huh?
If me and my woman doing it and we get in and she want me to pee on her, I would do it. And then if I want her to pee on me, she can pee on me. It's this way it is. That's part of making out. That's heat. That's hot.
That's probably why Trump. Hey, that's probably. Hey, man, did y'all just catch that? Right? Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. But did y'all catch that? Matt says rich people shit.
Okay.
Is that
Matt said he's some freaky shit.
Is that on Trump? Is Trump?
What are talking about?
No. Is Trump into that pissing shit?
I won't be surprised.
Pissing shit. You know what I'm saying? Pissing, not kissing, right? Is Trump? You know, allegations are that Trump
Matt, you a fool for that, bro.
And y'all got to admit that him kissing Putin's ass is really strange. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that tape actually exists.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do me like that. I said it, and I'm not taking it back. Yes, I do, baby. You know what I'm talking about? I just told on myself. You feel me? That what's up.
But look, though, a lot of rich people.
Yes.
A lot of rich people, bro. Let me finish off with this. A lot of rich people are into this sex trafficking stuff. Did you just see another billionaire forcing his employees to have orgies and threesomes? This is rich people.
Damn.
Stuff, bro. Even our politicians do this stuff. You remember Madison Call politicians were smoking crack and having orgies? Politicians, lawmakers on Capitol Hill was doing this stuff. And look, you remember this guy here, the Abercrombie and Fish, he was into that sex trafficking stuff. This is rich people. I'm a freak, but I'm a freak with class. Right. This is
all right, man.
And all right. What I'm saying. They don't want to
let them know how much a pimp you are. That's right. Pimp and Matt.
This sex trafficking stuff is really big, man. It's really big. This stuff is really big. And I don't think they want to go there. I think they don't.
You're right. It's too much. It's too much. Too much.
Yeah.
But listen.
Yeah. They're not going to touch the fact that Diddy was importing children from overseas to somebody freak out. They're not going to even touch that, you know, because they're going to open up a can of worms.
Yeah.
In my younger days, there are many rich dudes looking for dudes that was fast. I knew a guy that was offered money to do that. I know. And look, to be real with you, Matt, there are a lot of white guys that have fetishes of black men banging their white wives. It's like a slave thing. I don't know if you heard about that. It was his brother I knew. And his boss, his manager, wanted him to bang his wife. call him an N-word and everything. That turned them on.
Damn. They put like this here. You got some freaks out here, you know what I'm saying? And your older brother, one of them. But look, hey, I'm out.
And they're consenting to it. That's their business.
Yeah.
That's their business.
But look, appreciate y'all coming through. Matt, Latrice,
what you say?
Brian, Will. Thank y'all for coming through, showing love. It's all good. Hopefully see y'all tomorrow, Lord willing. Do it again. Going 1:30 again.
Yeah.
I'm out. Keep it gangster. Keep it real. And maybe tomorrow you'll end it. This shit be better, D, because he's just throwing you all off, dog.
Right.
He's throwing you off, bro.
Right.
So hopefully you be right tomorrow, Lord willing. But keep it gangster. You know what I'm saying? Keep 100.
I'm gonna. This computer suck, man. This computer suck. That's why I can't wait till I get the new one. This computer suck. I guarantee you, when the new one get here, it won't be doing this.
I got you.
Trust me.
But hey, Queen Latrice.
That's why I had to get it.
Matt,
it's this cheap ass
Brian, Will. I'm out. See y'all tomorrow.
So as soon as that new
and those out there watching,
we won't have this problem.
That what's up? God is good.
Yes.
Keep it 100.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah.
I got more heat.
Yes.
I got more.
You know what I'm talking about?
If y'all got to the time.
I'm out. Peace.
Yes.
And put God first. God always first. God and Jesus always first.
Right.
I'm out. That what's up, Matt?
Right. I like that, man. MAGA fatigue. MAGA fatigue. There you go. That's a great term, bro. I'm going to start using that, MAGA fatigue. All right, man. Thank y'all for coming through. We had a great stream. We got 30 views, which is pretty good for us. Thank y'all. Hopefully, the 30 people, including our